Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining me today. In this presentation, I will be discussing a case study involving the vessel UUM Bowl, owned by UUM oil tanker SDN, BHD. This case study is part of my preparation for the Designated Person Ashore, DPA interview. Today, we will examine how SALAS, the International Convention for the Safety of Life at Sea, applies to this vessel, especially in relation to two important statutory certificates: Passenger Ship Safety Certificate, PSSC, High-Speed Craft Safety Certificate, HSCSC. By the end of this session, we will clearly determine which certificate applies to UUM Bowl and explain the rationale behind it. Before determining the applicable certificates, let's first review the key particulars of the vessel. The vessel UUM Bowl is an oil tanker registered under the Malaysian flag with Penang as its port of registry. Its keel was laid on March 7, 2005, and it is classed under the Korean Register, KR. The ship has a gross tonnage of 28,927 and carries the IMO number 9315848. UUM Bowl measures 222.17 meters in length overall, LOA, with a length between perpendiculars of 210.00 meters and a registered length of 210.65 meters. The vessel has a molded depth of 16.80 meters, a molded breadth of 30.00 meters, and a scantling draft of 12.019 meters. Its hull plating has a combined thickness of 56 millimeters, 30 plus 26 millimeters. The tanker has a lightship weight of 12,033 tons and a deadweight capacity of 39,276 tons. Whether a vessel must comply with SALAS depends entirely on whether its flag state is a contracting government to the convention. Malaysia is fully aligned with SALAS, having ratified SALAS 1974, the 1978 Protocol, and the 1988 Protocol. SALAS 1974 entered into force in 1980, and Malaysia became a contracting state on January 19, 1984, following its ratification on October 19, 1983. Malaysia also ratified the 1978 Protocol on the same date, and it has been in force for Malaysia since 1984. The 1988 Protocol, which globally entered into force in February 2000, was later ratified by Malaysia on November 11, 2011 and enforced locally from February 11, 2012. Globally, the SALAS instruments cover between 96% and 98% of world tonnage, demonstrating widespread international adoption. Out of 69 IMO conventions, Malaysia has ratified 31. Therefore, as a Malaysian-flagged ship, UUM Bowl is legally required to comply with all relevant SALAS provisions and must carry the appropriate SALAS statutory certificates. As a Malaysian-flagged vessel, UUM Bowl must comply with SALAS requirements and carry the appropriate SALAS statutory certificates. According to SALAS Chapter 10 Regulation 1, Definitions, the 1994 High-Speed Craft Code, 1994 HSC Code, refers to the International Code of Safety for High-Speed Craft adopted by the Maritime Safety Committee through Resolution MSC.3663, including any amendments adopted and brought into force under Article 8 of the Convention. The 2000 High-Speed Craft Code, 2000 HSC Code, means the International Code of Safety for High-Speed Craft, 2000, adopted through Resolution MSC.9773, also subject to amendments under the same procedures of Article 8. A high-speed craft is defined as a craft capable of reaching a maximum speed in meters per second equal to or exceeding 3.7 times NABLA/0.1667, where NABLA represents the volume of displacement at the design waterline. This excludes craft whose hull is completely supported above the water surface in non-displacement mode by aerodynamic ground effect forces. The term craft constructed refers to a craft whose keel is laid or which has reached a similar stage of construction. A similar stage of construction is the point at which construction identifiable with a specific craft has begun, and assembly has commenced to at least 50 tons or 3% of the estimated total structural material, whichever is less. Under SALAS Chapter 10, high-speed craft constructed on or after January 1, 1996 are classified based on specific application criteria. Passenger high-speed craft are limited to operating no more than 4 hours at operational speed from a place of refuge, while cargo high-speed craft of 500 GT and above are restricted to no more than 8 hours from a place of refuge. Importantly, conventional cargo vessels, such as container ships, bulk carriers, and tankers, do not fall under the definition of high-speed craft. Only specially designed vessels, such as high-speed RORO cargo ferries, are included within this category. Under SALAS Chapter 10, Regulation 3, any craft that fully complies with the HSC code is automatically regarded as meeting the requirements of SALAS Chapters 1 to 4 and SALAS Chapter 5, Regulations 18 to 20. As a result, the High-Speed Craft Safety Certificate, HSCSC, replaces several traditional SALAS certificates, namely the Cargo Ship Safety Construction Certificate, Cargo Ship Safety Equipment Certificate, and Safety Radio Certificate. High-speed craft do not carry these certificates individually. Instead, the HSCSC functions as a single, integrated safety certificate that demonstrates full compliance. Under the SALAS High-Speed Craft Framework, only passenger high-speed craft and cargo high-speed craft of 500 GT and above are required to carry the High-Speed Craft Safety Certificate, HSCSC, which replaces the traditional SALAS safety certificates. In contrast, conventional ships, such as container ships, bulk carriers, tankers, and non-HSC RORO cargo vessels, do not fall under the HSC category and therefore do not require the HSC certificate. Instead, these conventional vessels must continue to carry the standard SALAS certificates applicable to their ship type. The Passenger Ship Safety Certificate, or PSSC, is issued exclusively to conventional passenger ships operating on international voyages. This certificate verifies a vessel's compliance with several key safety areas, including construction regulations, fire protection systems, life-saving appliances, radio communications, and structural and stability requirements. It is issued under SALAS Chapter 1, Regulation 12, and has a maximum validity of 12 months. UUM Bull is an oil tanker, not a passenger vessel. Therefore, the PSSC does not apply to UUM Bull. High-Speed Craft Safety Certificate, HSCSC, is issued to high-speed passenger craft and high-speed cargo craft of 500 GT and above. IT is issued under SALAS Chapter 10 together with the 2000 High-Speed Craft HSC code, which establishes specialized safety standards for high-speed vessels. The HSCSC is valid for up to 5 years, but the craft must also carry a permit to operate, which is normally valid for no more than 12 months. The permit ensures that the craft continues to comply with its approved operating conditions and safety systems throughout its service period. Under the 2000 HSC code, operational limits differ by craft type. Passenger high-speed craft are restricted to routes not exceeding 4 hours at 90% of maximum speed, while high-speed cargo craft of 500 GT or more may operate on routes up to 8 hours at 90% of maximum speed from a place of refuge. When applying these criteria to UUM Bull, the vessel does not fall within the definition of a high-speed craft. Although it meets the GT requirement, greater than or equal to 500 GT, it cannot operate within the 8-hour limit and is not designed as a high-speed craft. Additionally, it is an oil tanker, not a passenger or cargo high-speed craft. Therefore, the High-Speed Craft Safety Certificate, HSCSC, is not applicable to UUM Bull. Next, we look at the certificates applicable to UUM Bull. First, the Passenger Ship Safety Certificate, PSSC. This certificate applies only to passenger ships, so it does not apply to UUM Bull. Second, the High-Speed Craft Safety Certificate, HSCSC. This is for high-speed craft, and therefore it also does not apply to UUM Bull. However, the Cargo Ship Safety Certificates do apply. These certificates are required for cargo ships, including tankers, so UUM Bull must carry them. The vessel must have 3 main certificates: the Cargo Ship Safety Construction Certificate, the Cargo Ship Safety Equipment Certificate, the Cargo Ship Safety Radio Certificate together. These ensure that UUM Bull complies with SALAS safety requirements for cargo vessels. To conclude, UUM Bull is a conventional Malaysian-flagged oil tanker. Because of this, it does not require a Passenger Ship Safety Certificate, PSSC. It does not require a High-Speed Craft Safety Certificate, HSCSC. It must carry the cargo ship safety certificates relevant to cargo vessels. Also, remember that the HSC code is designed only for high-speed craft, not for conventional tankers like Bull.
That's all for a video. Thank you. See you in the next video.